I've been involved with many community organizations, but I can honestly say none has been more rewarding than my time with Rotary. Our main message to the community is that Rotarians are action-oriented individuals who are motivated to build communities, provide opportunities, and to find resolutions that have an impact on people locally and globally. My objective is to work on projects of different scales with fellow Rotarians and in the same spirit, encourage our friends and neighbors and partners to share their vision, offer ideas for long-term fixes, and take concrete steps to make those ideas a reality. Wearing our Rotary pin or planning an integrated marketing strategy are both easy and sophisticated ways to spread the word about the Rotary to the wider audience. Increasing public awareness of Rotary will help us to continue to have a positive influence in communities worldwide. We can assist whether we are a professional or new to public relation and public image. We invite everyone to visit the Rotary Brand Center, where we can access a range of customizable media-ready resources. And of course, we can visit the www.rotary.org website to access my Rotary and log in. I will leave the floor to Vice President Faisal Jum'a, who is chairing the public image in the country of Bahrain, to give us today how we can make the best use and of the public image and how we can give like a positive Rotary image to all the Rotarians and the potential Rotarians as well. There's few words about Vice President Faisal. I'll just introduce him quickly. Faisal joined Rotary Club Salmaniya in December 2014. And from there, he has taken a number of broad positions from public image to secretary. He served as president in the year 2021-2022. He also served many country chair positions, including public image and membership chair. Today, he's presenting this seminar as country learning facilitator and public image chair of Bahrain. Thank you very much, and the floor is yours, Vice President Faisal.
Thank you very much, Deputy District Governor Amira. I will just open my presentation. So welcome everyone. Thank you very much, DDG Amira, for that wonderful introduction. This is going to be more of an interactive presentation. So I will leave a couple of I'll leave some space, pauses in between my questions, and you may answer you answer my questions. Either you can verbally or through the chat. And I might require a volunteer to check the chat box while I'm presenting. So today is, it should be around an hour, so maybe less than an hour, depending on how we get through today. So the presentation is Public Image Country Seminar presented by myself. And I used an image, if you see on the top, which is something I found which sort of aligns with what we're talking about. We want to present Rotary as a club of action, of people of action. The session goals is explore how your club can benefit from a public image strategy, build your club public image, learn how to apply the Rotary brand to benefit your club, and find ways to promote your club on social media. So we're beginning with building public image. What is Rotary's public image? Rotary's public image isn't just what we think of ourselves, it's also what people outside of Rotary think about us. Getting people to recognize Rotary's name is a start, but our work needs to go further, talking about Rotary in ways that explain what we do and the impact we make is essential to enhancing people's understanding and inspiring them to get involved. So, saying that, our public image is shaped by what people have heard or haven't heard about Rotary and that can lead to misconceptions. So if you notice here on the image on the right is based on a Rotary International survey that was conducted in 2018. And this was conducted with members of the public asking the question, what do you think of when you hear the term Rotary or Rotary Club? So does anyone would like to give a guess of what the public thought of Rotary? This could be a fun exercise to hear what the misconceptions people have.
Masoni.
What was that? Masoni.
Mason,
Unfortunately.
That's the point.
A business organization.
Okay. I'll take one more answer. The first one is a phone, because the phone, the rotary phone, around in the circle. Meeting of company presidents, which I think is similar to what Basil said. An international club with the vaccination programs. A secret society, that's similar to what past President Mohammed Khaja said. Some people had no idea. A bunch of people meeting and eating lunch, and a non-profit with branches around the world. So this is the general misconception. Some of what they mentioned is partially correct. So let's begin with this first question. What is the difference between publicity, public relations, and public image? Would somebody like to give this a go? So public image is the concept that the ideas and opinions that the public may have about a person or an organization. So in this case, when we say public image is what people outside of the organization think about. And what we're trying to do is influence the sort of overall thinking of the people or the perception they have. Public relations is the relationship between an organization and the public, and publicity is creating a good opinion among people through an activity. So why is it important to improve Rotary's public image? Because just knowing about Rotary often isn't enough to spark people's interest and spur them to get involved. And when people understand what your club does to make the world a better place, they'll be motivated to support your efforts to get involved. So one of our objectives is to increase awareness and understanding of Rotary around the world. How we do that? How do we help people perceive Rotary the way we do? We can start by highlighting the impact that clubs and members are having in their community and presenting Rotary in a consistent and compelling way. So basically, what we're trying to say is that we have 1.4 million Rotarians around the world, and each of us should do our part in sharing stories and sharing our Rotary experience with the public. As a Rotary member, you are an ambassador for our brand. Because you have direct experience with Rotary, you have the best position to raise awareness and understanding among those who don't know us. Your club's interaction with the community greatly influence how people think about Rotary. So when you communicate stuff about Rotary to the community, you should publicize your projects and activities to influence your club, how your club is perceived. Share stories about how your club's projects affect the lives of people in your community, and present your club as a vibrant and your members as people of action. So would anyone, now I'm opening up to the floor. Would anyone like to guess or give me their input on what what is the job description of the Public Image Committee? I'm opening up to the floor. All right. Any guesses? Attend
Okay,
your...
Faisal, I can say something.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
It's very important for the club to properly advertise for its work to the community. The community has to know that the club means well to improve and serve its community as best as it can. It's really important that the community looks at the club in a positive way and not in a negative way. Otherwise, when it's time for us to work together, shake hand by hand between us and the outside, which is the community, they will be ready to shake hands with us when they know that we mean real good business between us and them. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Faisal, I would also add that, for example, the role of a Public Image Committee would be also to be very much engaged with all the different clubs and trying to understand everything that they've been doing, and perhaps even give them some assistance on how they sort of can communicate that effort to the public.
Very nice, very well said. So what I have here, in addition to what both of you have said, attend your district public image seminar, develop a public image plan, promote your club activities. So I think this is what President-elect Hanadi mentioned. Promote your club activities and projects among club members, local media outlets, and members of the community. Use the resources in the brand center to enhance Rotary's public image. Make sure club communication follow Rotary guidelines. Use the People of Action material to increase public understanding. Use social media and awareness, and enhance project activities to make them more appealing to the media. So this is similar to what Dr. Dhafar has mentioned. So now we're going through all this stuff, the roles and the objectives. So who are we targeting? Would anyone like to input into this question, give their input into this? Who are we targeting exactly? When people understand what your club does to make the world a better place, they'll be motivated to support your efforts. So, for instance, we're looking for prospective members, because when we tell our stories of our activities, of the work we do for the community, it sort of encourages them to join a Rotary club. Current members, so promoting the good work through the local media, sort of gives them a sense of ownership towards the club and encourages them to participate in future projects. And volunteers, donors, and partners, basically people in the community who would like to donate their time, their money, or their experience in order to support a future Rotary project. Ways to promote. So now there's many tools in our marketing toolkit, and there's many ways we can promote Rotary. So can members of, can the attendees give me just a guess of what ways we can promote?
Faisal, to me, the most important thing is that we have to build a good reputation inside our club before I go to the outside. If I don't have a good reputation and the relation in the club itself is a good relation and healthy and ethical, then when the people outside, which is your community, will not be encouraged to join you.
Okay, that's interesting. But what I'm looking for is, well, okay, I'll give you the first answer. Websites. So what other marketing tools? Right, what you said is correct, Dr. Dhafar. But how do we communicate that so that sort of club ethics or club style or whatever you want to call it to the rest of the community. So there's websites, there's social media, events. So, we should keep our websites up to date. We should, post our activities on social media, events, public relations, which I mentioned earlier, speaking engagements, partnerships. So when we strengthen our partnerships with local entities, then it encourages them to work with us in future projects, advertising, and merchandising. So how can I promote my club's projects? You have to know your local media, prepare a press release that is compelling and interesting and what the members of the media would like to cover. So answering the 5 W's when you prepare a press release. So the 5 W's is who, what, where, when, and why. And follow and share. So if you follow other Rotary accounts, news outlets, share it on your social media, then it gives you a sense of that connection with other entities. So when there's an event, you want to have a media checklist, create a press release, call for volunteers, create a flyer, promote it online, promote on social media, email promotion, media promotion, and so on. Now we will discuss the logo, the Rotary logo, our logo representing Rotary. Some brands are recognized around the world just by their logos. When people see such a logo, they instantly know what it means and what to expect from the product. Building that kind of recognition requires effort, including years of using a logo widely and consistently. Companies work at this because earning that global recognition benefits their business. Rotary also benefits from having a strong, recognizable brand. When people see our logos in print, online, or on social media, they should immediately recognize them as both representing Rotary and as symbols of the organization that takes action to make the world a better place. You can strengthen Rotary not just in your community, but also around the world by using our logo correctly and consistently. And here's an example of the Rotary logo in use and other branding logos. So why is it important to use the logo correctly? We have to be recognized for the work we do. So show your community that you're making a positive impact by using the logo as on signs near project sites and in material about your programs. Present Rotary story consistently. Protect Rotary's reputation and legal rights. Guard against any use that weakens the brand. So when the logo is used incorrectly, it weakens the brand and confuses prospective members. And be a brand champion. Every member. Yes, DG and May, I see you raised your hand. Would you like to give your...
Yes.
Yeah.
I just would like to add here about the use of logo. It's very important to know if we are addressing non-Rotarians to avoid using our internal logo. Let's say, for example, Create Hope for this year or the district logo. We should keep these logos just for the Rotarians. So when we are addressing non-Rotarians, stick to the Rotary logo, the master brand, the mark of excellence, so that, as Faisal mentioned, when we look at the arch, we know this is McDonald's. When we look at the wheel embedded with the word Rotary, we know it is Rotary. This is what I wanted to say. Thank you, Faisal.
Thank you very much. Now I appreciate the input. That's true. And yeah, so Rotary's logo reflect the story and who we are. They should be recognizable to allow people to instantly identify Rotary and what we do. So now,
Faisal.
Yes.
I believe the most effective way to reach people is, all of us Rotarians go to Ramadan majlises, go everywhere. We intermingle among all the people in the community. So when we have the logo brand on, when we have the logo on top, we're wearing the logo
The pin.
brand pin. They're going to ask, what is this? And then here is our role, how we can really, in a nice way, show them that we mean good, and we are not, like Muhammad Al-Khaja said, we are Zionist, or we are Masochist, or I don't know what. We really should let them know that we are here to serve our community, and we're here, we mean good. And the best proof is we can tell them we are ready to work with them, to work with anybody who really wants help, because that's what we are there for. Thank you.
Yes, that's a good point. I mean, when members are inducted to any Rotary Club, you're given a pin, and it's encouraged by Rotary to wear the pin in any engagement and any event. So fits into what I mentioned earlier, ways to promote Rotary. By wearing the pin in a public event, you are promoting Rotary to other attendees of that event, and it's a way to engage conversation with members of the community. So we're moving on to this slide. Using Rotary logos. Now, I have a couple of questions opened to all of us to answer. First question, so please feel free to answer these questions. Can I use the official Rotary logo on my club's website? Is that a yes or no?
Yes.
I think we can, yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's a bit of a trick question because it's yes. However, your club should use your own logo or Rotaract logo rather than the main Rotary logo for the club communication promotion. So basically, it should be the name of the club with the Rotary wheel. Next question. Can I use the Rotary name for club activities?
No.
Oh. Yeah, why not?
If you use it on your club logo, so you can use it in the activities eventually.
Why not?
You can see it behind me.
Yeah, there it is. Loud and proud. So the answer is... Oh, marhaba. Hi, PDG Najad, welcome. So the answer is yes. However, you can use the Rotary Club along with your club name in connection with an event or project. Only Rotary International can use the Rotary name alone. Now, next question. Can I use the Rotary name for events? Sure. Okay. All right. Must be. Yes. However, again, I hope you're seeing a pattern with these answers. Yes. However, if your club wants to form a relationship with another organization or business in the community or sponsor event, use the club's full name, not Rotary alone. And here's an example on the bottom. Rotary Club of Evanston Summerfest rather than Rotary Fest. Now, the last question. Can the Rotary name be used for a building, parks, or other places? I'll just answer it myself. Your club can use its name. Remember, not the Rotary name alone in the name of the building, park, or place, only if the Rotary owns and operates a location, which I think it's a rare case in this part of the world. The only place I know where Rotary owns a building is in the United States, that the Rotary International Corporation headquarters in Chicago, and they have a building in London. All right, moving on. So remember these tips for using the Rotary logo. Club, districts, and other Rotary entities should always use their own customizable logos, not Rotary's official logo. Use only the new Rotary wheel as part of any logo and update all logos from before 2013. Club logos should include Rotary and the name of the club. You can use the club's official name or what's it called locally. Only feature the Rotary wheel when it's part of your club logo, and make sure the correct size and typography for the words and graphics in any logo. Now we're moving into promoting Rotary on social media. As everybody knows, social media is one of the most popular ways of communicating. There's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So using social media effectively can allow you to raise awareness about your club, expand your fundraising audience, and find potential volunteers showcasing your success and attracting new members. So here are some basic terms of social media. Analytics is data to help you to see your performance of a certain post. Boosted posts is how you promote your post on Instagram and Facebook and other social media. Chat is when you engage with your followers over social media. Engagement rate is how many people interacted through posts, likes, shares, and comments. Hashtag is when you group. We're using hashtag, you group into a certain phrase, so people of action or Rotary response is categorized to make it easier to find. And reach is total number of people who've seen your posts. So creating your social media plan. Social media can be an effective way to tell your Rotary story, and following a social media plan will let you communicate in an organized way with members, partners, organizations, possible donors, community participants, and potential members, and communicating consistently in a way that feels distinctly like Rotary will also help your post get attention and information in people's feeds. So first step to creating a social media plan is set your goals. So decide what your club wants to achieve through social media. Set target. You have to keep progress. Choose your platform. So we have many platforms to choose from. So see which platform is best suited for the message and your audience, and decide what to communicate. What sort of message you want to send to that audience. Based on the activities or whatever it is you have been up to as a club. So of course we know Facebook, Twitter, which is now called X, and Instagram. So you choose each one based on how it fits with your club image and which audience you're sending the message to. Now, planning your content, you should think about the content, what to communicate to your target audience. Content should elicit emotion, entertain, and supply information. Think what you want them to do with the information. Content sources. Sharing content from other sources can strengthen your club's message and promote community partners. Share Rotary-related items, local news, community partners, and other Rotarians. And this is to strengthen also to give the sense of authority to what you're sharing on social media, and also strengthen the ties between you and the local partners and whoever. Importance of timing. So over time, when you post regularly on your social media, you should gain experience on when is the best time to post. And you should see on how much response you're getting on the timing of your posts. So creating your content, there's written content, which is the simplest content type because you can share status update, link, and basic information. With written, there's visuals, so there's an image or something to demonstrate what you want, the message you want to share. And video is, make a video, so it could be behind the scenes, it could be some sort of movement. So it's all tools to add to the message you want to share. So using visual elements effectively. So if you see on the left is what makes a strong post, and on the right is what to avoid in photos. So on the left, what makes a strong post? Use images that reflect, that feature real-life moments with just a few people and exhibit a sense of motion. Use photos that represent the diversity of your club. club and community and look for images that show people's faces and that are taken in a warm and natural light. What to avoid in photos? Think about what qualities make content less likely to attract. So using photos that are dim or harshly lit, awkward camera angles, people shaking hands, posing, something that looks boring. Because we want to sort of showcase the activities that we do as Rotary. We don't want to show sort of boring photos. And we have to remember that when people are on social media, they're scrolling, they have so many other distractions going on. So we want images to attract their attention and for them to stay and sort of read our written content. And so they understand what we do and makes a sense of engagement with our audience. Promoting your club as people of action. Around the world, people's awareness of the Rotary brand is strong. However, most people don't really understand who we are and what we do. People of Action was developed to help narrow the gap between people's awareness and understanding of Rotary. Our goal is to help your club tell your stories of local impact in a consistent and compelling way. People of Action messaging is for clubs. It's for you. It's your stories of local impact that will resonate with your local community. When we use People of Action to tell and to show communities who we are and what we do, we build the Rotary's understanding of what Rotary is. So build the public's understanding of what Rotary is. Elevating Rotary's public image and enhancing understanding lays the foundation for engagement. It generates interest and will lead to membership, involvement, and support. So People of Action stories should follow this basic framework. Start with a local challenge or issue. Show how your club worked with the community members to find the lasting solution. Talk about how you mobilized resources in your community and take action. Talk about the impact this project had. Include a call to action to let people know how they can connect with you and what you want them to do next. People Action. You can add People Action messaging into your social media posts by planning for it in advance. So in this case, if you notice, a picture here was taken from our project we conducted last year. It was for the summer youth camp. And this picture was put through the branding center, and we put that quote from the People of Action section on the branding center. So not only posts on your social media channels needs to use the People of Action messaging, but thinking about how your projects fit into the Rotary calendar or align with community events is a great way to promote your club to your community and remind them that your members are people of action. So in this case, we can follow the Rotary International calendar. So, July and September and October. And July is maternal and child health. Use People of Action resources to create a post that showcases your club's work during this time. Same with basic education literacy. So you can choose a project that was aligned with this theme and you can promote it within that time using this sort of People of Action branding. And you can find it, all of these, there is a template in the Rotary Brand Center. It's under the tab of People of Action. You just upload the photo and it will put all these messages, which I showed you earlier. Think about all the events in your community and what kind of posts you might create that would align with them and highlight your club members as people of action. With this information, develop the editorial calendar. It gives you one place to include details like the posting date, text of your post, the images, your call to action, and tracking links. Then you can update it year to year. Then share your posts with the public on social media and asking, relatives, friends to share it on their networks, and members are encouraged to share their projects on their social media. Now, we're going to begin an interactive section of the session called Do's and Don'ts. So I encourage everyone to unmute your mics and to tell me the do's and don'ts. So we will go through some of the usage of the Rotary logo, and I want you to tell me what's wrong. So what's wrong with this logo? Why is there a big cross across this logo? Can anyone tell me?
The wheel is not the standard one.
Okay. Anyone else would like to give a go?
The proximity of the wheel to the name, maybe?
No?
The dimensions.
The dimension, no?
We cannot use anything on the top of the wheel. I mean, this red line is completely wrong.
There should be Rotary International in the middle of the circle.
Okay, I'll give you the answer.
There should be like a district name or the club name.
Yes, you got it. Don't use the Rotary or Rotaract or Interact master brand signature without your club or district or zone name attached. So as you can tell on the left, that's the correct usage, and on the right is the incorrect usage. What's wrong with this one? Why is there a big X or a cross?
Colors are not
Colors.
Yes. Don't use colors in your logo that aren't part of the template. The other brand colors in your in our palette are for different elements of them. So basically, go to the brand center. You get the template with the correct color usage already available for you to create. Whatever is on the brand center is the official Rotary branding. What's wrong with this? Why is there a big cross on that one?
What is the green and what is the blue?
Don't use any part of the logo, obscure any part of it, or use elements of another logo. So basically, don't cover up the Rotary branding with other stuff. So as a guideline, leave space. So in this case, you put the letter capital R all around the branding. So there's a big space so you can read the letters clearly.
There should be also a little space between the R and the logo.
There should be space.
Yeah, there should be space. Equal space around the logo.
There should be equal space around the logo. Okay. What's wrong with this?
Should be on the left.
Correct. Don't move around or manipulate components of the Rotary or Rotaract or Interact logo. So that's the correct usage on the left. What's wrong with this one?
It has no Rotary branding identification.
You're close.
I think the Rotary logo inside the Rotary club logo, which is, it shouldn't be this way.
Yes, you're getting there. Anyone else? All right.
I think
yes,
the lines around the logo shouldn't be attached to the logo.
Around, okay. Yes, I think you got it. Don't alter the mark of excellence to make it represent another object. And don't change the color and the font of the logo name. And don't add any other images to the correct club logo. So this is the correct usage of the logo. What's wrong with this?
It's the old one.
It's the old one from 2013. I think 2013, we started using the new one. So again, this is the correct usage of the logo. This might be a bit controversial. What's wrong with this one?
Don't fix on the subject.
Anyone else want to give a try?
You cannot have it next to each other.
Okay, good.
It's been this way all the time.
Well, it's wrong. Don't add more vertical lines to the lockup template to include more partners, programs, or events. So if you want to do that, you put the other logos somewhere else on your marketing material. So we want to have it less cluttered. What's wrong with this?
We can't read it.
This is funny.
What's wrong with this?
Shan Shan Chon Chui.
Okay. All right.
It should be in English.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with the language. I think nothing wrong with the language. The wrong is, I think,
Okay.
choosing 3 lines.
Okay. Yes.
The Rotary Club of Dragon Mall.
Yeah, the word Rotary should be in English, and the rest can be in any other language.
Yes, that's correct. So the word Rotary has to be in English, but everything else can be in another language. Now, this could be a bit of a tricky one. I don't know if anyone, I don't know if you can see this clearly. So we're going to go through the pictures, the photos, one by one. And I want you to tell me why these are considered incorrect or not very media-friendly photos. So here's the first one on the top
First
left.
one is a pose.
A pose, correct.
Yeah. People posing.
Posed or looking directly at the camera. What's wrong with this one? Do you see my laser
Lighting.
pointer? Yeah.
Bad lighting.
Poor lighting, correct. What's wrong with this one? Large group photos. The same with that one, because I think it's because we can't tell what's really going on. It's just a bit jumbled. What about this one?
The lens problem.
Shopping center.
Lack of focal point. So I think that's almost what you said. What's wrong with this one here?
Nice bags.
Nice backs.
You're showing the backs of people.
Yes, we don't know who they are. We don't know what they're doing. Well, we can guess what they're doing. Back of the heads in the photos. What's wrong with this one here?
Ah, this one I know. Shaking hands.
Shaking hands. And same with that one, shaking hands. What's wrong with this one?
Single person, maybe?
Single person, yeah. And same with this one, single person. What's wrong with this?
The mysterious photo.
Mysterious photo.
What they are doing, nothing clear.
Flat perspective. So I think it's almost what you're saying is that we don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's a very flat, looks. Anyway, what about this one?
Nice carpenter.
Yeah.
Faisal, again, it's like you're saying, none of them shows what's going on, and there is you can't see action really.
Yes.
Like you showed us in the previous slide, which has all clearly what people are doing to serve the community. These are just pictures of people. Who cares about them? The people who are going to look at them, they won't care. Therefore, people want to see some action. This one, all these pictures show no action whatsoever.
Yeah, Dr. Dafrel should have any feasible action, not just an action. And you have to show the meaning of the actions with the picture.
That's right. That's right. Feasible.
I disagree with the last photo. It can be used for commercial. It's kind of artistic.
I think, again, we have to use photos that relate to the project. And I think if the photos are not related to the action, then it doesn't send the clear message. So here are examples of good photos that are recommended by Rotary International. People doing things, working, fishing. I'm guessing that's cleaning the river. Children excited. We don't need a child who's this excited. I don't know, he's looking at the airplane or something, but whatever. People Rotarians, people of action. So in summary, the club's public image can affect the credibility of the club as well as your membership. Publicity is more than just a press release. A wealth of resources are available in the Rotary International. And what you can do today, use the brand center resources, always use the correct branding, show your club in action, invite public participation, use content from Rotary International, appoint a public image chair, and show people outside Rotary that we are people of action. A brand is more than a...
Vice President Faisal, if you go back to the previous slide.
Which slide? This one?
Yeah, look at the logo in the corner. It has the word Rotary International. The one you use...
Sorry, can you talk a little louder? I can't hear you.
Okay. See the logo have on the circle Rotary International, right?
Yes.
The one you showed earlier
No, this is the old one.
So which one is the right one?
Without, just the wheel.
No, both are correct.
They removed Rotary International from the circle.
No, both are correct. You can use both.
Both correct. Both correct. You can use it. Yeah.
Yes, both are correct.
Okay.
I like how I'll give Mu'taz an extra point because he spotted that.
Yes.
Yeah.
A very keen eye on Mu'taz. Good job. So a brand is more than a logo. Rotary's brand is bigger than its wheel. It's a perception. It's how others think about us, not just how we see ourselves. So here are the resources, and thank you very much. So I shall open the floor to questions. Any comments or questions?
Faisal, add one item which May has really in her stories, the voice. She has a voice, a special voice. When she makes a story, the voice attracts all the audience to the subject, and she makes everybody listening how to interact and be as part of what she's showing. And I noticed her in Rotary or even personal stories. She's magnificent.
Faisal?
Yeah?
Just to add to what my friend is saying, I just want to say that people in general, people in your community, they don't care what you are or what you are doing. They care when they feel that they are benefiting from what you're doing. If they don't feel that they are getting something out of your club, they don't care about your club. They really, and they will forget that you are a Sunni or whatever it is. They know that there's a club that is really serving them at best, and he is providing them with good service, and therefore they will believe in your club. But otherwise, this is a human being, human nature. People always want to feel that they benefit from something that is given to them. Give them good stuff, good projects, and they will go along with you. Thank you.
Thank you for that. That's well observed. And also showcasing these projects in a very engaging way is very important as well. Ghassan, I think your hand is raised.
Yeah, thank you, Faisal. We covered a lot of section on the logo. And looking today at our logos and most of the Rotary clubs, we have our own unique type of logo. With the new regulation of the Rotary International, that we all have to use the Rotary with the logo, and the name of the name of the club should be below the Rotary name. So, what's next? Do we have to change our logo? Can we use our own logo with the international logo? How can we go to the future?
If you, that's a very good question, and I've been thinking about it myself. But if you notice, there's a lot of clubs that are outside of Bahrain who are still using their old logo. And I'm saying I think the best way I'll put it is it depends on each club, and it's up to each club to decide. But it's recommended to follow the the guidelines of Rotary International, is because you want to keep a consistent branding, and the idea is that you want to be like with part of this larger network of community service and so on. But saying that, I think it's up to the club, and again based on, I think, local regulations and so on. Yeah, Martez, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to mention the same topic. See, my picture, I use Club of Salmania under the World Rotary. We have.
Sorry, Martez, can you talk a little louder?
We have logo in Salmania, right? In the Club of Salmania.
Yes.
But I use this one just for my own design. I think using the Rotary logo rather than the local logo is better, because we have crowded design when we have the local logo, then the Rotary logo, then the year logo, and I think it's too much crowded. And for promotional reason, I think better we use one logo. But of course, this is not, you cannot finalize that here. But this is my idea, my suggestion. I prefer that way. Thank you.
I think having a simplified logo is always good. It sends a clear message to the audience, and that's why if you noticed, one of the questions is that they want to discourage you from going to our general practice of adding all the long list of logos behind the Rotary wheel, and it goes on and on and on and on. I think it's just to make it a clear branding. And I think that's why they're removing the presidential theme very soon, is because it's sending a very confused message. And the idea is that they want to send a clear message in order to engage with the public. Okay.
Faisal,
yes.
Maybe just one more thing, one last comment. Maybe, I'm not sure, I am trying to debate it with you. Maybe to use locally Rotary International is not a very good idea. Use your local brand without having to mention Rotary International, because there are some people in some part of the world don't want to hear it's international. They want to hear that this is a club that is serving them in their community. Is that allowed in Rotary, or is that goes across from Rotary ideas?
I think this is breaking the rules.
No, you're just, no, you're not. We're not saying Rotary International. We're saying the Rotary Club of Salmania, but it's just the branding that's when discussion.
But without written on the wheel, without written Rotary International on the wheel.
I think both wheels are accepted. I think one is a simplified and one is more for official use. And the one that says Rotary International can be used in your flyers, and the other one, which is simplified without the text, is used for public events, if you like. And it's up to the club to decide, or it depends on the marketing material, to use the wheel with the text inside or not to use the wheel with the text inside. And if you go to the branding center, there's many options, and there's like 4 colors, like blue, white, black, and some other color, the standard color, and it depends on the material and the presentations of whatever it is you're doing. You use one of the 4.
Dr. Dafer, sorry to interrupt you and Faisal. Like in Jordan, in the Jordanian community, the ministry asked each club to have his own logo to separate them, because in the ministry they're registered in different names. They cannot accept the repetition of a logo for every service community or organization. We have to mix them here in Jordan to show that we are capital, but we are Rotary. So you see all the clubs will have their own logo because it's fixed in the files of the ministry.
I think it depends on the local regulations. I think
exactly,
to follow the local, then there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. All right. Any other comments or questions?
The comment is thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Very nice.
Yes, thank you, Faisal. It was a wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Excellent
Really,
presentation,
Faisal, I enjoyed it so much.
Thank you very much,
You're
Ambassador
brilliant.
Faisal, for the very informative and valuable seminar. Definitely the information we're given very, very important, and inshallah we'll use all this information moving forward. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for attending the
Amira.
seminar.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Amira.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
See you.
All right. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you, Amira. Thank you, everybody. See you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Faisal.
Thank you, Faisal. Bye.
مشكور فيصل، شكرا كثير.
Thank you.
شكرا فيصل.
Thank you.
يلا مع السلامة.